why Kyle Shanahan can afford to take a big risk at number 3.
Explain you want to go to first? Our viewers why he can afford to take a big risk.
Now, we're saying Trey Lance is probably the biggest one. The guy played 1 season. He's 20. He didn't play last year because 1AA football canceled their schedule. Kyle Shanahan is 41 years old. He has a long career in front of him. If he takes a big home run cut at Justin Fields or Trey Lance and it doesn't work out and the Niners get rid of him, he feels that he could go to another team and be a head coach and pick another quarterback and start over and still be only 46. And you know what? He's probably right. So I feel like him and Sean McVay can be – you saw Sean McVay. I mean, that's a very aggressive move for Matthew Stafford. The Rams have no first-round picks for the next half decade. The Niners are right there with them. And I think what McVay and Shanahan are saying is, I'm mortgaging my team's future, not my future. McVay mortgaged the Rams' future. Shanahan mortgaged the Niners' future. If it doesn't work out, that's York's problem. Shanahan can land on his feet. Like Shanahan's at the dice table in the casino. And he's playing and spending Jed York's money. And if it doesn't work out, he craps out. Jed York, that's on Jed York's bank account. Someone else will bankroll Kyle Shanahan to keep playing craps, right?
I love it. I love the analogy, and I think you're right. So ultimately, the people who are taking the risks are not. It's not Kyle Shanahan,
right?
It's Parag and Jed,
right? The only way Kyle would be taking a risk is if he were like 65 years old and he felt this is my last chance. I've been a head coach on 3 teams. It hasn't worked out. If this one doesn't work out, I'm not going to get another one, this one. And then you take Mac Jones because you got to take a guy that you feel has no bust potential. But at 41 years old, you can take a guy that maybe you feel has a chance to be an all-time great, but he also has a chance to be an out-and-out bust. You can take that risk. And if it doesn't work out, you know what? Okay, fire me, Jed. Let me go. You deal with this guy. I'll go to another team and draft another quarterback and make it work. What do you think?
I love what you're saying. And I think whether he's articulated that to himself or not, because I don't know how introspective he is, I think that's part of his thinking.
Now, I want to take it a step further. For them to make this trade up to number 3, you got to okay it with the owner, right? You don't just do it. And it's not like Jed York woke up and was like, oh, that's interesting that just happened. So you ran it by Jed. You say, Jed, we want to trade up to number 3. I would imagine Jed would say, okay, well, who do you have in mind? Who do you want to take? Right? Who do you have in mind? And so let's say they say, well, we want to take Trey Lance, who we think can be great, but he only had a little bit of experience and he may not be great right away. He may not even be able to play right away. Is that okay? If Jed York signed off on it and said, you know what? If you think he can be great, I'll give you 3 years to develop him. I promise you. I won't fire you. I give you my blessing to go up and take a shot at a boomer bust prospect. That, again, gives Kyle Shanahan even more license to make a risky move that someone like Mike McCarthy in Dallas couldn't do.
Or Arians.
You see what I'm saying? So it's possible that Jed's already signed off on this.
I have a follow-up question, Iggy.
Yes.
You've really provided a very interesting context.
Thank you.
Knowing what you know about Kyle, not what you know about yourself, what you know about Kyle, which one do you think he'll pick?
I have a feeling he's going to take the big risk and shock everyone and take Trey Lance.
Interesting.
I think that he has realized that you can't improve a young man's decision-making. Either people are good problem solvers or they're not. You can prepare a player for so much. You can give them good plays, but you can't guarantee that every offensive lineman is going to keep their block or every guy's going to run the right route. And when things break down, you got to trust that kid to make a smart decision and not make a bad play worse and not turn the ball over. And they don't trust Jimmy. That's why they take the ball out of his hands in big games. If they feel that Lance is advanced in that way and a great athlete, I think that if they get the blessing from Jed York, they take the chance. I think they will.
Do you think he'll be there for them?
Yes, I do. I think they'll be able to choose between Fields, Lance, and Jones. It's looking so right now, most experts expect it'll be Lawrence 1, Zach Wilson 2, and the Niners will have their choice of whoever they want after that. So it'll be very interesting.